right, ladies and gentlemen, what I need you to do is we need this paper. You also will need color pencils for this. So you might want to go grab out your primaries, your secondaries. You are also going to need to get some browns. And that should be it, okay? So what you guys need to do is go ahead and pause, grab your stuff, and we'll get started. All right, so here we are. So we're going to start off with just going over a couple of basics, just to jog your memory on how things are. So primary colors are your basic colors, okay? They're the colors that you can make every color, most of every colors from, okay? We have red, yellow, and blue. So please get those color pencils out and go ahead and color in those boxes. So we have red, yellow, and blue. Excellent. Now on the color wheel, you can find these as the big ones here. Next one, secondary colors. These are the ones that are in between. They are two primary colors mixed together. So we have over here red plus yellow equals orange. I would like you to mix the orange, okay? Do not go and grab the orange. I want you to mix it. So grab this out. And grab out your yellow and make your orange. Next we have red plus blue is going to give you purple or violet, okay? So we're going to have blue here. And then we're going to put a little bit of red over it. Now, I know on camera it doesn't look like much, okay? You're probably like, oh, Mrs. Smith, that actually looks like vomit. It's not. It actually looks like a little bit of purple, okay? Gotta go back and forth. There we are. So we've got blue plus yellow. So let's get this out. I promise you, these are going to come out much better, okay? So we've got the yellow plus the blue, and it will get a nice green. All right. Now, so we got our main key players here. Next is we have our primary plus our secondary. These are our tertiaries. They're the ones that are in between. When we talk about tertiaries, we say the primary word first. So we have red, violet, or red purple, red orange, okay? We have yellow orange. We have yellow green. We have blue green. And we have blue violet or blue purple, either way, okay? So what I want everyone to do is we're going to take a moment and I want you to color in your color wheel. Now, I'm going to give you a tip on how to kind of mix this relatively quickly, okay? So what you want to do is I tend to color in all of the spaces that has the one color in it. So for example, see how red is in all three of these? All right. Now, please don't be sloppy. Actually color it in nicely. It makes a huge difference if you do that. Now watch. So let's go to orange. Here we are. I'm going to go over orange, and then I'm going to color over my whole section. Okay? Fill in. You want nice control over your pencil, your material. Fill it in. Don't have empty spaces. Okay? All right. So, pause the video, and I want you to complete the rest of the color wheel. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to kind of go through a couple of these other ones just as review, and then we're going to kind of put things together in the back. So first thing we want to do is monochromatic is arrange of one color. So for example, if I had this blue and this blue and this blue and a whole bunch of different blues, all those together would be monochromatic, okay? Tints are when we add white to a color, okay? Tone is gray, shade is black. So what do those look like? We grab a color, and what I want to do is we're going to show the difference between all of these. Now, this may not come out perfect with colored pencil, but if you were using oil pastels or you're using something else like paint, you'll definitely see it. All right, so let's go through and add this. First one, tints. If you're using Nasco or Crayola, what I'm going to suggest is that you put down the white first, okay? So I'm going to heavily put it down, very, very heavily. Fill in the space. Now, first one, go lightly on it. Very, very lightly, but cover it. Take your white colored pencil and go in a different direction. And you're going to get a nice, like, minty color. I'm going to go a little bit darker. Okay. Let's change the direction and go back over with this, the white. And you can see how just doing white really changes it, okay? Gray. Gray we kind of know is black and white put together. Now, hold on a second. I'm just going to sharpen this one. Aha. There we are. Okay. We're going to go very light on the first one. A little heavier in the next one. Now, with this is going to give you like a muted color. So I'm going to put on green over here. Kind of like grays it down. Definitely even more when we put it on very heavily. All right? Last one, black. Now, I'm just going to give you a tip. Okay? Whenever you use black, use it very sparingly. Okay? That means don't use a lot. Because it can take over a color very fast. So we're going to go very lightly on this one. Okay? I'm going to go a little heavier, not too heavy, on this next one. We're going to take this original color, and as you can see, it definitely is a little bit different. Here, I'm going to take this gray and I'm going to go over it a little bit more on this. There we go. Really mute it down. Okay? You can kind of see that it really does look different. All right? Let's add this. Notice how dark this one is. Oof. That's intense. All right? Like, look at that. Wow. All right? Definitely changes the colors. All right? Now, so far so good. We know our tints. We know how we can change color. Actually, if you took one color and you did all of these, you would get a whole bunch of this. So these help out create the range of colors for them. Next, analogous colors, okay? These I want to call neighboring colors, okay? So there are 3 neighboring colors. Now, but there's different kinds of neighbors, okay? So 3 neighboring colors, example, might be red, orange, yellow. Let's imagine that those are houses, okay? You also can have something a little closer like apartments, okay? Which would be red, orange, orange, and yellow, orange. A little closer, okay? So we have like houses, we have like apartments, if you can imagine that, okay? Now, we're going to talk about warm colors, all right? Warm, fire, okay, and sun. All right, so let's make this range. So we actually going to need your purple or your violet, okay? And we're just going to fill this in. Now, kind of doing a little bit of cheating here. I know. That Mrs. Smith. Alright, and we want yellow. There we go. We have our nice range, okay? So those are our warm colors. Next, cool colors. A group of colors that associate with cold or ice. There we go. There we go. Yes, ice. Okay, so we're going to start with this yellow-green. All right. And we're going to go from there. Now remember, when you are doing color, okay, if for some reason it's not looking like it's blending in nicely, you can change the direction of which you color in, okay, the second layer. It will make it, it'll probably mix it a little bit better. This might be the case if you have like oil pastels, or if you're using possibly like pastels, right, or paint, you might need to do a little bit more. All right, so this is the first half. Now that we kind of know different color combinations, we're going to kind of like expand it a little bit more. So let's flip to the back. Natural colors, okay? It says colors found in nature. Now, yes, there are lots of colors that we can find in nature, okay? But these are kind of like those earthy ones, all right? So ones that we can find in nature are the ones that tend to not fall onto the color wheel. So we have black, okay? We have gray, all right? We're gonna leave this one white, all right? Now, I was able to find a couple, like 3 different kinds of brown, all right? So I'm gonna use those different ones. So we've got like a brighter brown, darker brown, okay. So like a lighter one. Okay. I'm gonna also include tan in here, okay, or beige. Okay, so that kind of goes into that family as well, all right? So natural colors are that kind of what we're looking for. Now, next one. How do we make brown? Okay, so another word for brown are earth tones. Okay, so basically it's any color with brown. Okay, so what we're going to start off is we're going to start off by mixing brown. Like, what makes brown? Brown is actually all of the primary colors mixed together. So we're going to kind of put them together. So we have that color, this color. All right, so far it makes it look like it's kind of orangey, which is, okay. And then we're going to mix the next one. I'm probably going to be like, well, that's a really gross brown. Yes, with colored pencils, it does make for a really gross brown. But if given like other mediums, it will mix nicely. All right, so the next one, we're going to take it in plus black. We're going to go plus white. All right, so pick one of your browns. Doesn't really matter which one. I think I'm going to go with, let's go with this one. All right. So I'm gonna put this one down, and I'm gonna put black over it. Okay. Let's see how it kind of makes it a little bit darker. Okay. Nice. Now remember with white, kind of want to almost like make it like a sandwich. So I'm going to color it down first. All right. This only works with the Nasco and the Crayola. If you have Prismacolor, you can absolutely put your regular color down and then the white on top, and it will be fine. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Kind of lightweight, and then I'm going to go over it and kind of mix it on top. Okay, beautiful. Now, so those are kind of like ones that we kind of know. Now, there are other ways of making brown. You can add more plus red, more plus blue, and more plus yellow. All right, so find your brown, and then we're going to mix those combinations together. All right. Now, this is where, I know it sounds weird, but okay. So we're going to start with how to remember these. All right, so we've got the brown plus the red. This reminds me of brick. Okay, brown plus a little bit of red reminds me of brick. Okay, and this is where my poop talk starts. All right, let me start with this one. All right, because then you'll kind of know where I'm going at. All right, so you guys know that I have 3 kids. All right, I've definitely changed a lot of poopy diapers in my life. All right, yes, that yellowish brown, which is so gross. Okay, that is what you get the yellow and the brown mix. That yellow gross, but it also makes great soil. Okay, now next one. This one. All right, this kind of reminds me of dried up dirt where it's really dark. Also reminds me if you need a little bit more water in your diet. If you know what I mean. Okay. All right. So you can get different browns as well. All right. Excellent. Okay. So gone over there. Neutralizing. All right, is to deepen a color with the complement or opposite color. Okay, so what does that mean? So when we look at this color wheel, actually I want to show you a color wheel that I did for another grade. Okay, I'm just going to pull this over. Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, so opposite of red, if we go on the color wheel, is green. Opposite of blue is orange. Opposite of yellow is violet or purple. This is what I mean, the opposites or the complement. Best way I kind of remember compliments is like when you give a compliment to someone, it's normally from you to the other person. So it's like right across. So this green will talk to this red because it's given its compliment because it's given straightforward, okay? If I was a blue-green and I was giving my compliment to the person across from me, it would be red-orange, okay? So that's how it kind of works. Also, did you know that if you mix the opposite, the complements together equally, it makes brown? I know, it's crazy. Okay, so we're going to kind of write down the color combination. So we have red, and we have green, we have blue, and we have orange, and we have purple, violet, okay, and we have yellow. Now, what are we going to do? I want to show you how this kind of works. So we're going to start with this, all right? So either side is going to have its solid color. So we're going to have red here. And then I'm going to put a red next to it. Okay. I'm going to go green. I'm going to do green. Now this is how it kind of works. We're going to mix them. So we're going to add a little bit of this color to the red. not like an equal amount, like not getting too heavy, okay? And then we're going to go back and we're going to mix it with the original color. You're going to notice that this red is deeper, not darker, okay? It's just a deeper color. Darker would mean with black, okay? Deeper, just a richer color. Now let's go with this one. Let's add a hint of red, okay? Go back with our green, and let's mix it in. Deeper green. I know it looks really weird, believe it or not, it looks really good on paper, okay? So let's go ahead and go do the rest of these, all right? Bloop. And you'll also kind of notice something about these colors is that people use these colors professionally, all right, because they find that they also work nicely together. So, for example, the red and green, most people are like, it reminds me of Christmas. Yep, and like the winter holiday. Absolutely. Okay, look at that. Looks like a nice pumpkin color. Okay, blue and orange. People around here always kind of like reminds me of the Mets. Yes, because they have those colors. The purple and the yellow. One I know is what is it? Basketball team. Blanking. I know you're probably screaming at it going, Mrs. Smith, it's this. I know. Don't come to me. All right, so yellow. The next, right? Right? Maybe? Yeah? Oh boy. Can you tell? I'm not really into sports. Also, like, nobility used to use these colors, okay? Because yellow would be kind of gold and purple, okay? All right. So let's go to purple. There we go. Nice. And this one has really light. Don't go too crazy on the yellow. It can easily get out of hand. There we go. That should be a nice golden. All right. Okay, so we have this all working together. Now we kind of need to put things together. Now, my printout, possibly your printout, it's actually supposed to have writing on the top. If you have writing on the top, great. If not, that's okay. Let's put it in. All right, so the first set of fish, we're going to work with neutralizing, okay? I'm going to put these together. Next one is going to be blending colors. And last one is going to be shadows. And highlights. So basically, black and white. Okay, so neutralizing. I'm going to show you the first one, and then you are going to go and continue this. I'll show you this one, and then same thing, same thing. So the first one is you're going to use whatever combination, and we're going to create a neutralized color in our fish. So I'm going to actually start off with green, and you don't have to copy this. You can just watch me and how I do this. Okay, so I'm going to create this fish. I'm going to show you how neutralizing kind of works. All right, so I colored in my fish, all right? I'm going to leave it so it has like a white face. I know, fish don't have white faces, Mrs. Smith. Got that, thank you very much. Actually, you know what? How about this? We'll give this a green face. There we go. All right. So the complement of this is red. So I'm going to deepen its tail. I'm going to have it fade out. Okay, and I'm going to give it a little bit darker color face, right? So you guys can kind of see how this works, all right? So go in, and I'm going to color it and just add it in as if I was putting it, into a project. All right. Sounds cool, right? And I'm gonna make sure I colored in all of it so it doesn't look like there's red on it, so I really need to mix it in, okay? So right now that really is cool. It's got like a dark tail, blends out, it's a little brighter and darker here. So these, you could do something similar, different, okay, complements, all right, all the way through to deepen the color. I don't want you to do the whole thing, okay? I want you to kind of like mix it up. Next one, the blending, okay? This is where you're going to need to know, like, your neighbors, like the ones that are next to each other, okay? So we're just going to practice blending from one color to the next. So I'm going to try this one. All right, so go from purple, okay? And I'm going to fade it out. All right. I'm going to do blue. I'm going to fade this one in. So I can see the blending or the blending between the two colors. All right, and then I'm just gonna make this dark, and then I'm gonna fade it out. There you go. Okay, this is all just really about gradation and just practicing with your colors. Okay, so there we go. Okay, different color combinations all the way down. Last, I want you to start using some white and black and try to figure out how they kind of mix with the whole thing. So I'm going to go with red, okay? And then I need my white, and then I need my black. Is that black? Yep, okay. Awesome. So I'm going to color my fishy red, okay? Then I think I might do, scales are going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to really heavily, remember, put in white. Okay. So I go through, color my fish. Alright. I go a little heavier here. I promise you guys are not going to get these little lines. I know you probably don't see it, but I can see little scribbles on the other side. Right. Okay, I'm going to lightly color over the face because I'm going to put some white there. Alright, now how can we add some black? I'm going to shade the tail. Dark to light. There we go. Some shadows. Maybe add some shadows around the belly. Make it fade up. Okay. I'm gonna really work with it. See if I can add some white on the face. Okay. And if you're in class and if you want to use my special white Prismacolor white, because you'll notice that there is definitely a difference. Hold on, so I'm gonna kind of blend these through. Okay. So like, see what you can do with white. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'll show you with the white one. So with the my Prismacolor ones, okay? With my Prismacolor, I tend to put green tape on the bottom so you guys know that these are Prismacolor. You have to use the special pencil sharpener, okay? And when you do it, oh, There is something stuck in here. Always good to pick the one, sharpener. There we go. There we go. Okay, so when you sharpen it, by the way, you don't have to have a serious point, okay? It just needs to be sharpened, all right? Don't use this in a regular pencil sharpener because it will just eat it. Now, I'm going to show you. How does this look different? I'm going to shade this little fishy's friend. Okay, to show you how it does make a difference. Okay. Okay. So when you go over it, a little hard to see, but it really does blend nicely on top. It's kind of smoother when we kind of work with it. You can see really it's starting to like pull back that light color. Ooh. All right, I've gotten lost. I've started to color and shade. Oh boy. All right, so I'm gonna shade this up and in. You can really see like this pink is really bright. I know it's like pink. It looks like orange. Actually, is promise you, it is red. All right, but you can really tell the difference because of the way the white applies. Right, it does come on nicely. All right, so first row, neutralizing. Only using complements. Show me some blending, okay? Some gradation if you can. Blending, serious, like one color from the next. Show me what you can do with black and white with your color. Once you are done with both sides, take a picture of each side and upload it, and you're all done with the practice.